My name is Grace, and I am half of the Modika Yoga team. This practice today is designed to start your day off nice and sweet. Enjoy. Good morning and welcome. To begin our practice, take a comfortable seat. Please sit on a blanket or a pillow as needed so that you feel you can rest with ease. And then please close your eyes or soften your gaze. Turn your awareness inside. Follow the thread of the breath, so the soft rhythm of your breath, and let it take you a little deeper. The morning time tends to have its own atmosphere of calm, sort of sense of peacefulness, sweetness. So as you settle into yourself this morning, allow yourself to attune to that atmosphere, that rhythm, the soft vibration of the morning. Line up with a sense of sweetness, that sense of stillness that often is carried through as we first enter the day. Feel your breath beginning to align more fully into that sort of sweeter rhythm. Long, full breaths fill into the belly and fill into the heart. And in response to that breath, as you draw in your next inhale, allow your inner body to get brighter and more full. Like you're filling yourself up from the inside out. Senses as you do that, the whole spine lifts, the heart lifts, and the upper arms move back in space. And just slide your throat back, your head back a little bit, so you're sitting very nice and tall. The head is lined up above your belly. And then draw the palms of your hands together at your heart to Anjali Mudra. We approach our day with a sense of receptivity and sweetness. May we line up with those qualities that are calm, receptive, and full of peace. And carry that through the day. Namaste. Good, open your eyes. Very nice. All right, turn on your mat. Place the palms of your hands on the ground. If you're newer to the practice, you want to have your hands right underneath your shoulders, more or less, and your knees under your hips. Yeah. Then lining up with the breath, take a deep breath in and let the belly drop down as you look forward and soften your heart towards the ground. And then as you exhale that breath, round your back, curl your tailbone under, and draw your chin towards your heart. Nice and round. Follow your breath forward, nice and long through the spine. Lift your heart, look softly forwards. Exhale, draw back. We're going to do this for just a few more cycles of breath. And really what's important is that we're staying really attuned to the breath itself, so that the breath moves and we just simply follow, like we're expressing the breath through the body. Moving into all of the muscles of the spine and starting to wake ourselves up. Wonderful. One more. Take your time. Beautiful. Good. And then come forward with the heart lifted and take your knees back. See about just an inch or two from where you are, slightly behind the hips. Curl your toes under. Press down into your hands. You want to lift your hips up. your knees off of the earth and stretch yourself back. And for now, bend your knees so both of your knees are bent, and let your heart just simply melt down towards your thighs. Yeah, just like that. It's a really good stretch for the back. And now stretch just your left leg straight to the left heel, roots down towards the ground. Stretch out through the back of the leg. Bend your left knee and alternate to the opposite side. Right heel down into the earth. Stretch back. Take a deep breath in. Good. Bend your knees. Lower your knees back down to the ground. Exhale to come all the way back through child's pose. So the hips will settle to the heels, forehead to the earth. Stretch back. Inhale, bring yourself back up. Wonderful. That was so fun, we should do it again. Place your palms on the ground, curl your toes under. Again, you're going to lift up your knees, but keep your knees bent for now. Pretty significant bend in the knees. Now stretch your left leg straight. Keep your right knee deeply bent. And as you reach the left leg back, reach back through the left inner thigh more. Left inner heel roots down to the earth more. Stretch back. Breathe in. Exhale fully. Bend the left knee, right leg straight. Press your heel way back. And your thigh back. And your heel back. Exhale fully. Good. Bend both knees equally. Lift your hips up toward the sky, so lifting your bum up. And as you exhale, straighten both legs. It's totally fine if your heels don't reach down to the earth, but you're going to reach back in that direction. Stretching out. Enjoy a deep, full breath. On the exhale, bend your knees, lower your knees to the ground. All the way down. Good. Now keep your toes curled under. Let your hips come back towards your heels. And you're going to sit up on the heels of your feet. It's a very good stretch to start the day. It stretches out the fascia of the feet, which kind of extends into the whole body. So sitting back on the heels, I'd like you to lift up the chest more. Shoulders back so that the upper back forms almost like a back bend, a little bit of a back bend. So it's nice and tall. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. We stay in that atmosphere of sweetness, that soft quality of the breath. Allow yourself to keep entering. It's like an invitation again and again to enter this day from a place of receptivity, a place of sweetness. Really struggling to stay on the heels, it's really uncomfortable, then just take a break every once in a while. We don't want this to be a wretched practice. Okay, very good. Come forward onto your fingers. Flatten the tops of your feet down. You can kind of do a little splash around a little bit. Good. Sit back on your heels, please. And we'll just stretch out through the heel of the hands now, the wrists. Just turning the wrist up toward the sky, fingertips towards the earth. Give it like a little stretch. Let's not be aggressive. It's early still. And as you're stretching out through the wrist, energetically stretch through the arm like you could push the heel of the hand against a wall. And then alternate to the opposite side. Energetically stretch out through the heel of your hands. And then release, and you can shake out the hands. So to wake up the body bit by bit, part by part. Very good. Come forward once again. Place your hands onto the earth into table pose. This time, lift up your left leg, stretch it out behind you, and then flex your foot, which means turn the toes down towards the ground. And just turn the toes under. And against the stickiness of the mat, you're going to press the heel back, keep the toes as they are. Stretch your heel back behind you. To do that, root into the hands more, so you're pressing the palms firmly into the ground. Pause and breathe. Stay spacious in the breath. forward, and lift your back leg up. So step 1 of this practice is just to bend the knee. Step 2, if you can maintain the balance in the moment, you're going to lift your right arm up, reach it back, take the top of the foot. Right here, feel like a little hold. Good. Stay forward with your gaze. Lift up your chest, and then lift the toes up toward the sky. It's early, so you don't have to go far. Just breathe. Stay receptive with the breath, sweet with the breath. To open up the front of the body in an effort to stay full and open in the posture, full and open in the chest, and full and open in the heart. Good. Release your leg down. Plant your hand. Second side, stretch back through the right leg. Curl your toes under. Same practice. Push down into the hands. Root the heel of your foot back and stretch out to the back of the calf. Deep breath in. Full exhale. Good. Come forward, the weight. Lift your leg back. And again, you can either just bend the knee, kind of work balance here, or stretch back, reach your hand to the top of the foot. Yeah. Stretch up. Open up the chest. And then let the sole of the foot come toward the ceiling. It's a beautiful opening for the heart. Breathe. And balance out the effort of the pose with the sweetness of the breath. Wonderful. Hand down. Good, right? Curl your toes under. Press your palms firmly into the ground. Stretch back. Downward facing dog. Reach out. Long, full breath. Now bend your knee. Step your left foot forward. You're going to lower your right leg to the ground. So wiggle the left foot 2 or 3 inches out towards the left side, so you have a little bit more space. Walk your hands inside of the legs. Come up onto fingertips so you stay full in the heart. Now take a deep breath in, and through that breath in, empower the legs a little bit so that the legs are pulling a little bit toward each other. Good. Draw the left outer hip back in space. Yeah. So depending on your level of flexibility, you're welcome to step the back leg back a little bit more. You can play with the space that you have. And then bend your elbows or lower the forearms to the ground. Either is great. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in, lift your chest forward, the crown of your head forward. So rather than dropping down, I'd like you to extend yourself out. Attune your awareness to your breath so that the breath is staying full, expansive, spacious. The breath is the way that we're really going to enter this day from a place of consciousness, a place of awareness. So maintain that hold on the sweet quality of the breath. Walk your hands back, please. Press your palms into the ground. Wiggle your foot back in. Step foot back. Stretch out. Second side, right foot forward. Lower your back knee down and then wiggle the right foot 2 or 3 inches to the right so you have more space. Go for space. And then walk your hands forward and come up onto the fingertips first, which will encourage the heart to stay lifted and full, which is what we're looking for. Take a deep breath in, extend yourself forward through the chest. Make your legs strong and steady. And then you lower either the forearms to the ground, or just take a little bend to the elbows to dip the heart slightly deeper to the earth. Good. Follow the stream of the breath as you lift your chest forward, crown of the head forward, stay nice and long, lifted and full in the heart. Ride the sweet rhythm of the breath. hands back. Press your palms down. Step back. Downward dog, stretch out. And now walk your feet all the way forward towards your hands, towards the front of your mat. Step your feet as wide as your hips. Bend your knees as much as you need to, so be generous if you need to. Dip yourself down towards the ground. Shake out your head. Good. On your next breath in, lightly touch your fingers to your shins. Take an inhale, extend your heart forward, lift your chest up and look slightly forward. And then exhale over strong legs, bow forwards. Good. Push down into your feet. Inhale to come all the way up and stand. Stretch your hands to the sky. Look up, bright heart. Exhale. Hands to the sides. We're going to turn around so we can see each other a little bit better. All right. Step your feet as wide as your hips. Inhale, hands up to the sky. Interlace your fingers and then spin the palms. The palms are facing upwards. Now bend your elbows so that you have a little bit more space to take the upper arms back beside your ears more, or even beyond. Yes, good. And then spin the fingers enough so the index finger side of the hand is pressing up toward the sky. Yep. You can start to straighten out your arms. They don't have to straighten, just straighten as much as you can comfortably come. Good. Take a deep breath in. Look up, lift your chest up. Shoulders back. I'm going to stay bright and full with the breath, and equally bright and full in the heart. Good. Exhale, hands down. Very good. All right, so left foot behind the right, so it's like you're just doing a little curtsy, just a little step back like this, yep. Interlace your hands above your head. Take a deep breath in, and just lightly lean yourself towards the right. Take a deep breath in. Lift the heart, exhale, and just drop very slightly more towards the side. Inhale, come up. Unstep your feet, second side. Step back like a little curtsy so you have a little bend in your knees. Lean yourself this time towards your left side. Breathe into the chest, lift the chest. Exhale and dip yourself towards the side of the mat. Inhale to come up. Exhale, unstep your feet. Relax your hands back down. So great. Very good. Wrap your hands behind your back now. So bend the elbows towards each other. Lift up your chest. It's like you're ballooning the front of the chest forward, shoulders way back in space. Get a beautiful opening in the heart. And then on an exhale, you can bend your knees a little bit at first. You can start to dip yourself forwards. So the legs can stay bent like this, or you can straighten out the legs as you see fit. The arms can stay bent, or you can straighten out the arms. And lift the knuckles away from the lower back. Dip your heart forward. Bend yourself down. Good. Breathe. Stay in touch with the breath. All the way through. Enjoy one more full deep breath in. Long breath out. Excellent. Allow your fingertips now to trickle down towards the earth. A soft bend in your knees, hands to your hips, come all the way up and stand. Good. Last practice of the day. So for a little bit of balance, draw the left knee in towards your chest. Wrap your hands around the front of the shin. Lift the chest up. So if you find balance challenging, then come to a wall. Give yourself a little bit of a break. No worries. Good. Inhale, lift the chest up, heart full. As you exhale, we're going to twist. Twisting towards the left side. Shoulders back, left shoulder back, and then reach back. We let the gaze go where the twist is going. to come forwards. Lower your foot back down. Second side. Draw your knee towards your chest. Wrap your hands around the front of the shin. And what's important is we stay full. The heart is open, the breath is full. Our awareness is full. On an exhale, turn back, reach back. And rotate back to the center. Release your leg back down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, fingertips to your shins or to the earth. Lift forwards. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees. Sit your hips down. Sit in any posture that is comfortable. To end our practice in the same way that we began it. Close your eyes. Attune your awareness to your breath. Touch into the soft, sweet quality of the morning. With each breath that you take, draw that quality in and let it settle into the heart. And lightly draw the palms of your hands together at your heart, Anjali Mudra. May we enter this day carrying forward an atmosphere of sweetness, a deep receptivity to receive all of the gifts this day may bring forward.